before we let you go. An anonymous attendee says, what recommendations do you have for how people can get involved with raising awareness of the impacts of AI and increasing regulation of AI in the US?
That's a great question. I used to talk a lot about regulation and I stopped doing that because we are not in a very good environment right now for regulation. I mean, the fact that just past few days, the federal government has already stated its opinion. They're not going to regulate during the Trump administration. And then in the past few days, they tried to introduce a proposal into the Republican tax bill to ban state regulation of AI for the next 10 years as well. So I really don't think that we can wait on regulation. What we can do is, for example, like if you are a parent of a kid and your kid's school is currently trying to figure out whether to use AI or already using AI without even asking you, form a parent-teacher coalition. Have a conversation about it. Develop an AI guidelines policy for your school where you decide which tools you would want to buy, how you want to use them under what circumstance, and actually participate in the kind of governance of AI deployment in your specific context. Same within your workplace. When I'm sure every single company right now is like, what's our AI policy? What are we going to do? Form a group with your coworkers, have a discussion about that, draw out the conditions you want met in order for this to be done in a good way. And if that means, like the Hollywood writers, they went on strike, on a historic strike that lasted a really long time in order to get those guidelines into their contracts. If that means going on strike, do that. That is what this moment calls for. And also, don't give your data to these companies. Like, I don't use ChatGPT other than when I have to research its latest features so that I can write about it. I also, when I do, I create a fake email. I use fake data so that it's not actually getting any useful information from me.
So, go over to Environmental Health Trust, read about the 252 scientists from 43 nations, and read about that they are using old safety guidelines, outdated. You have the vulnerability of children. Go to your About page of your phone.
Children are proportionally more exposed to cell phone radiation than adults. This is the electrical field at 900 megahertz with two human models. One is a 34 years old male and the other is a 6 years old child. This imaging shows how the field penetrates the skull and the brain. The colors represent the intensity of the field from white to yellow, orange, red, purple, and black. The animation is from slices put together and slowed down by 5 billion times. I am an electrical engineer professor, and this is a simulation using microwave industry standard software used to assess exposure to cell phone radiations. Children are proportionally more exposed to.
So, go to your About page, go to Legal, and read about what the safety distance is for the phone. 5 millimeters. So that's from the body, not just the head. That's from the whole body. You can also read about how they tested that standard on a giant adult-sized head, not a child's head, an adult. Adult is not a small child. It's just not. It's not the same thing. You can go over to the scientific evidence, peer-reviewed scientists' studies. You can see the court ruling that they have right now against the FCC on why they didn't update their safety standards. So as it goes on and AI gets growing even more, you're going to have more 5G towers. You can ask AI yourself right now, is your child going to have more damage from low-level microwaves? You can find the court paper on their website where they win the challenge. I mean, what more do you need? I mean, you have Generation Zap you could watch. So when you click on the read more, you can read the whole thing. And you can question AI on these things. Or you can hear the 2-hour conversation that I had with it. When you read the study of the SARS rating, how long does your child hold that phone or have a Wi-Fi router in the classroom? Ask AI. The exposure level goes up even more when there's more children in the classroom. Plus on taxation from the Wi-Fi router. Plus from nearby 5G towers in that school. She has done extensive work. Go over there, learn about it, click on the resources, double check your work right here. Thank you for your time.